Governor Josh Green joining us live in studio. Thanks for joining us, Governor.
Thanks for having me.
So we're in the midst of the hot, dry months. We're approaching the 2-year anniversary of Maui and what happened over there. We had some scares in West Oahu, but how about this? With the new fire marshal in place and so much more collaboration, how much more prepared are we now to not have a disaster should we have another big wildfire?
We're probably 90% better prepared. It's a huge increment. Having Ms. Booth in there, who is an expert in wildfires, she's now the new fire marshal, is fantastic. She'll have a team of 7 experts, $2.2 million a year. She was already on the job in her first week, showing us exactly in real time where the fire could move, where the winds were taking it on west side. I mean, it's a big addition, and it gives us extra layers of protection. You know, we're 2 years out from the wildfire that took 102 of our loved ones, and we have to do everything possible to prevent that from ever happening.
Yeah, and also to help them recover. Again, we're going into the 2-year anniversary. What's being done? What can you tell us about just revitalizing that area?
So the $4 billion settlement is intact and going forward. The monies are already going to people now. Everyone should make sure they have their attorney to divide that money. $1.6 billion from FEMA. We've negotiated that plan, and Mayor Bisson's done a great job making sure FEMA is on the same page as he is. So all those monies now go in. Then we also now have the climate impact fee, which a third of that money will go towards prevention of extra, concerns about natural disasters. A lot of that will be fire prevention and technology. So tons of different operationally safer policies, I guess, that are really implemented.
The full Hawaii Tourism Authority Board resigned, as was your request.
Yes.
There's now going to be a fully new advisory board. Why do you think this is going to make the agency run that much better or be that much more effective?
Well, there were 2 factions in the Tourism Authority Board, and very good people, but they were always clashing, and I need a unified voice, and I need them to just give me good advice and DBED Director Tokioka advice. That's what I wanted, and everyone saw the headlines over and over again with the squabbling. We just don't need that. So now already we're instructing them to go forward as kind of a collegial group. I will tell you this, and maybe this is a segue to some of the other interesting things. We're going to be focusing on, among other things, film tourism and sports tourism, which has been already good for us, but we're going to make it great for us. And I think that combined with having allies on this board just advising me will be better.
Okay, I'm going to get to the film industry in a little bit, but just because you brought it up, sports tourism, we're talking about more NFL teams, basketball. What are we looking at? Golf?
Well, I'm looking at 4 NFL teams over time.
Okay.
So we already have the Rams. I'm going to have ongoing conversations with the Chargers. I've already spoken to them. The Raiders are interested, and then our final overture will be to the 49ers. So the California market and Vegas are going to be our central areas of interest and attack, and the winner of those 4 teams will have the right to play the Steelers.
Okay. That's big. That's big. On a personal note, but let's keep it professional here. How about this? Billy brought up something very interesting. Chief of War premiered over this past weekend. And I know you signed a bill to keep those tax credits in place until, was it 2032?
Yes.
What else can be done? Because we've lost productions here.
Yes, so I'm going to propose that we expand the tax credit, and we will see whether the legislature can help me with that. I think that they will. In addition to expanding the tax credit, I've proposed this concept, which is cultural films. Cultural films like Chief of War, which was amazing. Jason Momoa and his team are just phenomenal. I can't wait for the whole world to see this starting on August 1st on Apple. You got to watch it. It's incredible. That show should be filmed as much as humanly possible in Hawaii. They did some filming always in New Zealand because it's easier in some ways to film in other countries. We want cultural films that represent Hawaii to be filmed here exclusively, and so we're going to propose kind of a cultural carve-out for the tax credits. We may even be able to, in some modest way, invest in these films, and if we do that through Apple, through Momoa, through things like The Rock produces, I think we're going to all come out ahead. Remember, these are not just great demonstrations and depictions of Hawaii, and you're seeing some of that on the screen right now, just totally crazy good. But also what they do is they hire young people who are Hawaiian or Polynesian. We had 3,000 people at the opening, but many of those individuals were on the film crew, like key grips, writers, directors and producers. We want a whole generation of Hawaiian kids, in many cases from the West Side, where Jason comes from, involved in this new industry and opportunity.
Yeah, and that industry will drive another. People watch this, more interest. They'll come here, more tourism for us. I mean, I can imagine it's a win-win all around.
Yes.
You have something coming up, the National Governors Association.
Yes.
What's happening and when is it?
So that's this week. I'll fly out Wednesday night. I'll be there Thursday through Saturday, and I'll be meeting with leaders from across the country. A couple things are interesting. So first, I'll meet with Dr. Oz, who's the head of CMS. We are negotiating this part of our $50 billion appropriation, which I helped him get into the president's bill. That's $50 billion over 5 years to go to all the states. I already have half of it carved out equally for all the states. Now I'm going to go get a very significant share for us. I'll be pressing hard for extra Medicare reimbursements. We are $201 million short every year on Medicare reimbursements, and Senator Schatz and I have been pushing for this increase. But that plus another about $75 million a year I'd like to bring to Hawaii for our healthcare system to protect our rural health. Then the Secretary of Education has asked me to join their national education group. I'm contemplating that. And then finally, I did get a call from RFK, as mind-blowing as that is, to talk to see if we can find some kind of common ground. I can't give up any of my consideration.
On vaccinations?
Yes, the vaccinations for me are sacrosanct. They must be protected. But I am interested in the proposals he's made on processed food and dyes and pesticides. I think those are good ideas. So my general approach is protect Hawaii, focus on our values, but wherever there's a way that I can bring extra resources or positive attention to Hawaii, I'll take that opportunity, even if it means some semi-uncomfortable moments. So I will do this because I love Hawaii, and even though we have ideological differences with Washington, D.C. sometimes, it could be very good for us.
Okay, well, you keep us updated on how that goes.
I promise.
All right, Governor, thank you.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. Thank you. All right, 7:08 right now. Let's go over to Guy Hagi.